Yo, what's going on, everyone? Excuse my voice. I've come down with it a little bit, but no days off. So the latest CLI tool utilizes the Shodan API. Shodan is the search engine that effectively allows you to search for any public-facing device. Now, I've created a GoLang CLI tool that effectively allows us to pass through a parameter for the service that we're looking for, and it will return every country that has that service or has a match to that query of the service in the HTTP title, which is basically within its URL. I'll show you what it looks like. So when we run it, so if I hit go run dot and I pass the parameter, say Kubernetes, we'll get an output for the service that we're looking for. And if I scroll up slightly, make a bit of space for this, we'll get every country that service matches a public-facing URL and the count for the URLs within the country. So we can see here countries with the most counts and the least. And yeah, you can obviously get a bit more pedantic with that by picking up the IPs for each of those services and effectively doing as you please with it. Obviously this is an educational video, so it is all legal and totally public, but typically these sorts of APIs will be used by governments, companies, pen testers, and even threat actors. So in short, let's quickly go through the code. So we're using a few standard libraries. Straight into the main, we have our API key stored as an environment variable, the service we pass as a parameter. We've got our struct, the API response, that's going to help us effectively convert the JSON into a struct that we can effectively manipulate within our GoLang code. The URL is made up of the base URL and the methods, along with our API key and the title that we're looking for. We then effectively print to screen the service that we're looking for. We make a GET request using the URL, handling any errors, closing that off, and then we effectively read all from the response body, and that basically takes the response body from type HTTP response into byte type, handling any errors. Again, we then unmarshal the body which is of byte type into this API response struct, and then here we're able to now muck about with it a bit. So we've now here declared our map, and that's the map that we effectively append each of the countries, the country names, and the count for the amount of times that country has popped up, which effectively gives us the count per country for each of those services. If you like these sorts of videos, let me know. I look forward to making more, but yeah, look out for the YouTube video that comes out after this, where we'll effectively look a bit deeper, zoom in a little bit into Shodan and what it can offer.